Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cleveland. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Bengals 48-yard line.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshon Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
First down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Here we go, start. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. Finding room to the 20. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Ready?
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. But it's first and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Let's go.
Here's Watson. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold them on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this defense trying to stiffen. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Shotgun snap to Watson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth and goal.
Panther 60, Pat Warrior 70. Ready, ready?
They snap it to Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on fourth and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow going to open by putting it up. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
11, 11. What's this set? 12, 12.
That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A huge play there for the Bengals. 31 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
First down.
Hey, can. 12, 12, 12.
They'll send a man in motion left.
Stop.
On first down, Burrow. He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A Beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. Got room at the 30. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
On 2. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
He'll swing this one out to Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the run to the right. Has caught Gesicki on the right. And he's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his second TD catch of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he has stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Again, it's Judkins. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer, 19 Lion. Let go.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
14 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
79 Broncos. Ready. Hawk 70, go.
He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Cowboy 80.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut 19.
50-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing again is Watson. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Go, Reed. Go. 70 Rangers. Let's go now. Ready.
A play fake. Now Watson to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Again, it's Watson. his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Cougar 19, Happy Lions.
Judkins. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Brings up second
60
and goal.
Maverick, 60
At the
Maverick, 70
2-yard
Timberwolf.
line.
7 Pirates, Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Huh.
Here's Watson now on second down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Off play action, here's Watson. Moving to his right. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
To throw on second down is Watson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They are going for it. It's Watson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Watson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready?
Now it's Watson. That one down the field, but Judy, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Bronco 80, 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Third and long for Watson. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
38-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now. Warriors 70, Bronco 80. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Watson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, right?
Watson now on first down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
19.
First and 10.
Trap 60, Trap 60.
That's another
79 Broncos.
First down.
18 Cardinal, 18
First
Cardinal.
and 10 at the 41-yard
60
line.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Watson to throw. He finds Judy on that one. And he'll have a first down and definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
Another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
Watson to throw again. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings
They'll come up
second
now
and
for
4
second down
at
and
the
4.
14-yard line.
Nice. 70 line. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To the air again. Watson. He's got it inside the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now Watson to the goal line and in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown Browns. The PAT up and good. And the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown Cincinnati. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
14.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
Just set. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, 10.
A first down throw for Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Now second down throw for Burrow. It's complete to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. And even 30 yards. On first down, Burrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of it up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he's in! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And it will be another.